why do we have the so-called mega corporations and these big companies just continuously pumping out all the toxic gas, and yet they know it's bad for the environment, but they need the money. They just need more money, you know?
I think it's all about money, to be honest.
Yeah, money's just...
You know what I mean? Like a massive motivator behind keeping things the way that they are is because of money. Like, did you know, like Al Gore was talking about this, how like there was studies conducted by petrol companies to prove and to disprove that climate change was a thing.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting, considering that the climate change scientists were hired by petrol companies, which is irony. But on another note, in terms of trying to create renewable sources of energy, that's either going to cause less radiation or less pollution. You know what I mean? Like say, for example, like we have nuclear power, which sounds great in theory, but then, when you think of nuclear power, you're thinking Chernobyl, Hiroshima, stuff like that, man. And
Fukushima,
yeah, Fukushima. And that is scary. And then you have, on the opposite scale, like people talking about how Teslas, they're using lithium, which, like I said before, you're digging up lithium, so potentially that's going to cause damage. But on the flip side, you have lithium there, and it's in your car. You're going on massive distances with your car. That's causing potential radiation. You know what I mean? Using technology like your phone is potential radiation. And say if we create this salt-powered machine, what radiation is going to come from that? What radiation is going to come from green hydrogen? All these things need to come into a factor. Not only is it just about trying to create something that's going to create less damage for the planet, but also less damage to the consumer that's using it, which I think is a very, very hard thing to determine, because all of this comes down to one thing: trial by fire. Break a few eggs to create an omelette. And really putting these incentives in front of the government and saying, here, try this. We have a pattern that's working to some extent in terms of productivity.